And welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on my Liverpool versus Manchester City first leg pre-match video. I cannot wait for this match to get started. As you can all see, it's been coming for a very long time, and this week it's going to get answered who will progress into obviously the last set 4 of the Champions League, and I cannot wait. It's time to put the demons to bed, obviously, with Manchester City. Show Man City who is the big boys in England in the Champions League. Old big ears, which is the Champions League. All right, Owen. All right, Adam. Thank you very much for tuning in, and everyone watching after the live stream as well. I want all your pre-match thoughts as well going into the first leg. Such a huge clash, which it will be on Wednesday night. I wish I had the ticket. I do. But anyone that is watching this and you're going to the match in Anfield, make sure that those Manchester City players feel like they're playing in an absolute cauldron. Make them scared, make them intimidated, because we've seen over the years how many teams have come to Anfield and crumbled under the pressure of Liverpool Football Club. Whether it's been our fans, whether it's been our players that have been on that football pitch, they're wearing this red shirt, and we're going to show Manchester City what being in the Champions League is. And we're going to show them what the support of what money can't buy, which is true, real, passionate support on that night. As we've seen in the title running against Manchester City when we won them, obviously that Phil Coutinho goal going back a couple of years, that was, I hope, for a better atmosphere than that. And I tell you what, everyone, I've speak to a couple of my mates, and as you have all got mates all around the world and wherever you're watching, we're going to cheer on the Reds. And with players in this team, we've got Mohamed Salah, we've got Sadio Mane, Virgil van Dijk, Bobby Firmino. This is the one game over the last couple of months. The whole year has been building up to this. Where we've done great in the league, but obviously we want to win the Premier League, which that'll come in time. Next season, I really think that we've got a huge chance to do really well with Naby Keita coming in. But Wednesday night and then the couple of weeks after in the second leg, this is the time now to really, for Jurgen Klopp and the lads, to really get all the hard work down and get them focused on 180 minutes of football, really. And hopefully, I'm very confident, because as we've all watched over the last couple of weeks, we've seen this Liverpool team perform to such a high level. And I tell you what, with Salah in this team, yeah, we're coming up against a very, very strong Manchester City team. There's no doubt in Man City's quality, but we've already beat them. We're one of the very rare teams in the league that have won Manchester City. We shouldn't be scared, but yeah, we'll show them respect. But I tell you what, their frailties, like ours, are at the back, and they're fantastic going forward, but so are us. So it's going to be a fantastic game of football. But I tell you what, if Liverpool can, hopefully, this is what I'm hoping for, is we can keep a clean sheet at Anfield. I think even if it's a 1-0, or I'd be very happy with a 1-0 win at Anfield. But as long as we can keep that clean sheet, the away goals will come into account on the second leg as well. But I tell you what, if we can go in with an advantage of not conceding a goal and we get a couple of goals, I tell you what, I am very excited. But let's get into your comments, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're new around here, I've got my road to 10k, which you might think it's a huge ask. I know it is, but like I'm wanting to grow my channel, and every single one of you, I know who's been here from the absolute beginning, and I'm really gonna push my channel, and I'm really happy that everyone is tuned in, that supports me. But most importantly, that you're clicking on it, is our love and passion for Liverpool Football Club. I've grew up in the city, wherever you are in the world. I wish everyone could come to a match at Anfield, and I'm pretty sure you will eventually if you're in Oz or if you're in America or wherever you are, if you're down the road. But I tell you what, I'm just so excited. I'm so pumped for this match on Wednesday night, and I'm pretty sure yous all are. I cannot wait. But let's get into your comments, everyone. But thank you for tuning in. If you could leave a like, you're absolute legends. I really do appreciate all your support. And thank you very much, everyone. And if you want a shout out, get in the comment section below, and I'll give you a shout out now. But yeah, right, Paul, you're absolute legend. All right, Jack. What's up, everyone? And Jack, lad. Hey, nice one, lad. I'm more scared of the first leg than I am for the derby. Owen, yeah, very much so, mate. I'm going to say it, the Man City game is bigger than the derby. It is. Because obviously Tottenham done us a favour last night. Is right, Tottenham, because we've got a 10-point gap between us and Chelsea now. So we've got leeway to go into Wednesday's match and maybe rest a couple of players against Everton. As much as we want to batter Everton, but I'm very confident in our second string players that they can very much do a job against Everton. But Wednesday night, we need a fully fit team. It's whether or not even Nathaniel Klein might come in, because I've seen a lot of us, when all of us have been talking, especially when I've seen on social media, Nathaniel Klein's name has been getting propped up. Will he be getting getting into that starting lineup? Because obviously there's been a loss of confidence in Trent, which I can understand. Over the last 2 games he's played against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and obviously when we come up against, who was it? Who did we play? But yeah, it was against the Palace yet as well. But he's young, he's ready to learn. But for me, I might be putting it out there, like, for me, I'd keep faith, and I'm pretty sure Jurgen Klopp will keep faith in Trent, because he's had a fantastic season. Hopefully, and I'm touch wood, he could turn around and have the best game of his career in the next 2 games against Manchester City. This is how players are born. Steven Gerrard had to get thrown into the cauldron when he was Trent's age. Players can thrive under this pressure, and every single one of us is backing Trent. But I tell you what, if he makes a mistake, so what if he makes a mistake? He's young, he's going to make mistakes. But hopefully he doesn't score a John Annalisa on goal like against the Chelsea years and years ago. That was a terrible own goal. Tell you about that in the Champions League. But yeah, key danger men for Manchester City, everyone. Thank you very much for leaving your comments, everyone. I'll definitely get to them now. But the key danger men, Kevin De Bruyne, we know his quality. Leroy Sané has come back into this Manchester City team and arguably has been the best winger, apart from obviously our men. Outside of Liverpool's team, Leroy Sané has been what a signing for Manchester City, and the age of him is absolutely frightening, because he and under the guidance of obviously Pep Guardiola, him and Sterling, as much as he is a snake, Raheem Sterling, we did get £50 million for him, but we're seeing this season, especially the quality of the Englishman. He's very much thrived under his attacking play, which I've really liked, and his final ball delivery for Manchester City this season has improved a lot more. But I think the next couple of matches that we're going to be seeing, especially on Wednesday night, it'd be very different to the last couple of games that we've had against Manchester City. I do feel, hopefully, we don't do obviously what we done when we won Man City 4-3. That's what I'm hoping that we don't do, because we were so in control of that game when we won it at Anfield. But it's when you're playing Champions League competition, you cannot be doing with conceding 3 goals like we did at Anfield. But it was a lapse of concentration. Virgil van Dijk obviously wasn't playing in that match, but I think with Virgil van Dijk coming in on Wednesday night and the presence of the big Dutchman, he's going to give a lot of confidence, and whoever partners him, for me, I'd start with Joel Matip again. Let me know in the comment section, everyone, who you'd obviously start in your starting 11, but who do you want to partner? Virgil van Dijk, and who do you want to play right back? As I've just said, then I had my little backing of Trent, because it's going to be a big ask. But Robbo down that left hand side against Raheem Sterling will be such a fantastic spectacle to watch. And they've got key danger men Obviously, Sergio Aguero, Gabriel Jesus has been getting a couple of games. I think he got rested, Aguero, this week, so he'll be fully fresh for against Liverpool on Wednesday night. I don't like playing Dejan Lovren against Aguero's pace. That's one player over the last couple of seasons Lovren has really struggled with, and it's been Sergio Aguero. There's been a lot of defenders that have struggled against Sergio Aguero, but Dejan Lovren has been one of the key players in that defence when we have played City. So let me know who you'd play. The midfield is going to be a huge. This is where it's going to be one in the night for me, personally. What we've done against Crystal Palace, if it's those three that do play, they have got to step up their level. I'm very committed to, obviously, James Milner. James Milner will give everything to Liverpool. But for me, I'd start with my middle three against the best midfield in the league in Manchester City. They'll probably start with Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandinho, the best holding midfielder. Possibly he's easy in the top three in world football. So for me, I'd play to combat against Fernandinho. You need legs. Liverpool need legs in that midfield, especially on Wednesday night. For me, I'd play James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Agree to disagree? Let me know who your middle three would be. I'll read out who you feel you would play in the middle of the park as well. So get them in the comment section. So for me, I'd play Henderson, Milner, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Obviously, you've got Gini Wijnaldum to come off the bench as well, if the possibilities do arise that we're getting overrun in midfield. Because Man City, as we've seen against the I think the Everton had last night, at the weekend, sorry, they had 19%, something ridiculous. It's Man City. Whoever has most of that possession on Wednesday night, it's very rare when teams do come to Anfield, they have more possession of the ball. But Man City, it's Man City. They're more easier than keeping hold of possession of the ball. For me, Liverpool, we do need to keep hold of the ball, but it'll come down really to who takes the chances. Any chances in Champions League football, as we've all seen over the last couple of years, it all comes down to moments in games, which is probably a bit obvious, but especially when you get into the latter stages of this competition, you could come up against the likes of Juventus's, Man City's, Real Madrid's, Barcelona's. If you switch off once, you get punished in these competitions. But I tell you what, I cannot wait, and we're gonna scare. As I started off the show, if you missed it, Liverpool and 55,000 people are going to be crammed into Anfield. I cannot wait. I want to be hearing my speakers breaking, whether it's in the pub or wherever you're watching it at home. I want Anfield to be rocking. If Liverpool concede a goal, I don't care, because we're going to outscore Manchester City, hopefully, over the two legs. It's probably the best game of football that has been drawn. I would have liked to have seen Liverpool Man City in the final, because these two on Wednesday night are the two best footballing sides at the minute in world football. You might argue, obviously, Barcelona or Bayern Munich, but they're in leagues, really, that they're running away with the leagues. You only look at Juventus, they're 5-10 points clear. Bayern Munich are running away with it in the Bundesliga. They're not in leagues, really. You might be like, oh, it's a bit mad, but the Premier League is where the best football is played. It's the most exciting. But everyone, I get to your comments. I cannot wait for this, and I bet you all can't. But yeah, everyone, get involved. You're absolute legends. Calvin, all right, mate. Hopefully you're all having a quality night. Enjoy the Easter as well. If you've got any chocolate, send it my way, because I'm absolutely starving. I love my chocolate. But yeah, let's have a look at your comments, everyone. A lot of comments. The absolute legends. I'll do my best to read every single one out. Right, let's go. Owen, animated. I think we'll get into the skin or teeth. Calvin, nice one, lad. Knowing the game on Wednesday is going to be lit, hopefully for us, it definitely is going to be an absolute ridiculous atmosphere. I'm hoping for the best atmosphere for me that I wish it was going. But as I started off the show, it's going to be rocking. It's going to be absolute rocking. Not even it's going to be raving before the match has even started. I spoke to a couple of mates that have got tickets, and you can already sense the atmosphere already in the city. And we're on Monday night. People are really up for this game, as we should be. Even the views, everyone's weak. If you didn't work or on, you're meant to be working, but you're really thinking about this match, aren't you? But yeah, Paul has said, I go to all the Premier League games and can't afford cup tickets. I go with my son and wife. Wish I had tickets for this one though. Paul, it's going to be, as I said, those tickets, like people that have got tickets, you're very, very lucky. But they are going to sing their hearts out. Make sure there's about 100, make it feel like there's 100,000 people in that stadium. And I'm pretty sure every Scouser, American, everyone that's come to support the Reds on that Wednesday night in Anfield will make it like there's 100,000. Oh, I cannot wait. But yeah, Paul, thank you very much for the comment, fella. Ifan, hopefully I've said that right, mate. Shout out to you, fella. Thank you for tuning in. Paul, our atmosphere will shake them up. Hopefully, mate. That's what I'm wanting. I want them to be. None of those Manchester City players, apart from, I'm trying to think of anyone from Manchester City, apart from obviously the players that played in that Manchester City-Liverpool game against, obviously, in the title running. That was a ridiculous atmosphere. I love that. That was very special. Tom, what's your thoughts on the Blue Manx practicing on our Hodwell turf on Tuesday? I don't want them near Anfield until we are in the Cup. Are they very much, obviously, teams, especially in Europe, Tom, mate? Are they, by the sounds of it, what Tom's just said, then obviously to be practicing at Anfield on Tuesday night, really? It's Champions League preparation. It'd be regardless of whoever it would be, mate. I think teams, if it was Liverpool playing away at Man City or in Turin or whatever, the team that are obviously visiting do obviously turn up at the stadium, have a couple of sessions before the night of the game, or even 2 nights before the game, mate. So I think as much as we want to keep it Anfield sacred and that, but I think it makes sense, mate, that they are. Ryan, mate, do you think it's a good idea to play Trent against City since he seems to be getting targeted by a lot of other clubs now, or would you risk Klein for this game? Ryan, you're absolutely spot on. Don't know if you joined now, mate, but I kind of touched on that before. That's what I wanted to ask you. For me, I'd stick with Trent. You might be like, ooh, but for me, let Trent make decisions. He's only young, as I said. For me, I'd go with Trent. And there's probably a lot of you that would obviously go with Klein. I could understand that. But for me, Klein is not up to fully fitness, really. But there's no doubt in Trent's quality. Yeah, he's had a bad couple of games, but he's had more good games than bad, really, if you ask me. Well, thank you, Ryan, for your comment there. How are you doing, Jackie boy? LFC Spectre, I'm doing sound, mate. Hope you're doing sound. As you can see, I'm absolutely buzzing for Wednesday night. Scouts Gaming, Liverpool, Jack, Liverpool fans planning to give the City team bus a warm reception on Wednesday. Yeah, very much so, mate. As most big European nights, if it was Juventus, Bayern Munich or Barcelona's, City are going to get the full Anfield European treatment. I'll tell you that now. And I reckon the Manchester City, it wouldn't surprise me if Man City turn up to the stadium 3-4 hours beforehand, just to avoid our fans, really. Which would be a shame, but I think any City fans, City fans especially the away following, they would not have experienced coming to Anfield like it is in a league fixture. It's completely different. Because we're the big boys in England in the European football. That's why we've got 5 Mickey Mouse trophies. Our big ears. I know I've got big ears. No, but yeah, it's our game, really. It's our stomping grounds. We're going to win the game. Believe you'll never walk alone. That's from Spectre. Ethan, you'll never walk alone, mate. Can't wait for Raheem Sterling's reception. Boo, snake. As I mentioned before, mate, Raheem Sterling is going to be a huge threat. He's going to be getting a war, not the best reception anyway, but very much so, mate. He's a player of real quality now. He's a player that's stepped up his game since leaving Liverpool, as expected, as a Liverpool fan and mostly you as well. Regardless of what he did say when he left, there's no doubt in the kid's quality. We bought him for like 250, 500,000 and we made a £49.5 million profit, which isn't too bad, but I'd rather have Raheem Sterling at Liverpool Football Club. If you take away what he said, but his real quality, and you've seen what he's doing at Manchester City. But quickly have a look at your comments as well. Pep trying mind games with Liverpool. Passion crowd, we're coming for you, Pep Guardiola. That's from Spectre. Sam Rockbank, yes, Jack, lad. Yes, lad. And I think Sam's probably one of those lucky few going to, obviously, the Champions League game. And I tell you what, Sam's an absolute mad Liverpool fan. But yeah, I'm quickly trying to read every single one of your comments, everyone. Gini Wijnaldum, Rufran has gone with Gini Wijnaldum playing in central midfield. Everyone, get your start 11 predictions in the comment section below. I want to know really the key midfield that you would play against Manchester City. As I said before, leave them in the comment section below because I'm really interested in who you want to play. Try and think from a point of view of a coach, really. Like, obviously, it's trying to pin down their midfield, but obviously we, Liverpool, want to stick to our game. What we're best at is attacking, but as well, you're against Man City. Would obviously everyone go with two holding midfielders, which I think would be obviously a bit too defensive, really. But obviously you got the option of maybe playing Emre Can and Henderson, and then obviously in front of them you could play obviously the Oxlade-Chamberlain or James Milner. There's a lot of variety in that. So LFC Spectre is his team. He's gone with Karius, James Milner, Matip, James Milner right back. He's got, I think, if I'm reading that right, mate, I think he's gone with James Milner right back, Matip, Virgil van Dijk, and obviously Robbo at left back. His midfield three would be Emre Can, Gini, and the Ox. Salah, Bobby, and Mane. Why did I read the forward three out? Because it was obviously everyone's going to be getting the same forward three. No Gini Wijnaldum, as he's just said then. That's from Scouse Gaming. Paul, I agree with the Oxlade-Chamberlain. Nice and direct. Sam's gone for a 3-4-3. Lovren, Matip, and Virgil van Dijk. Obviously, City. Everyone, let me know what your thoughts on playing three at the back. We've got the options of that as well. But Man City, I think, even rightly so, I've seen them play three at the back a couple of times this season. Obviously, they've got Laporte, they've got Otamendi, who's having a fantastic season, and obviously Vinny Kompany, don't know if he's injured or not, most likely injured, but they could play a possible three at the back, and it's important that we do match their formations, really. But that's what Sam's gone for, he's went with three at the back. Oh, comments have just jumped, everyone. Apologies. Yeah, mate, 3-4-3, Efran. Yeah, like Can, that's Paul. If he's fit, I mean, right back. Paul, was your... Any shout out to Jackson? Liam, of course, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, as always, as I start off my show as well, if you're not subscribed, my road to 10k subscribers. It's a long road, but I cannot wait and I really appreciate all your support. But yeah, LFC Spectre, I believe James Milner should start at right back to cope with Sané's speed and direct. Trent has been poor for the last couple of months now, and he needs some experience at right back like Milner. Sam has gone with obviously his starting lineup: Karius, Lovren, Matip, Virgil van Dijk. Obviously, I think Sam's gone with a three at the back. Robbo, obviously on the left wing, Milner on the right hand side. So obviously you can cut your full backs as well. Ox, Hendo in the midfield as well, and our magic three up front. Trent has to be dropped, can't keep up with Sané, and Gomez is obviously injured. That's from Sam. Yeah, And LFC Spectre's gone with Karius, Milner, Matip, Virgil van Dijk, Robbo, Emre Can, Gini and Ox. That's an interesting midfield, mate. Absolutely spot on there. He's going with obviously the forward three. Mane, my 4-3-3. That's from LFC Spectres. Owen's gone with his. I asked for your midfield three because I think this will be the key to our result on Wednesday night and obviously in the second leg as well. Hendo, Milner and the Ox. That's from what Owen has gone with. Nice one, mate. My midfield obviously can't. Obviously, Lulu. Apologies. Hopefully, you've got that right, mate. But you've gone with. Where's his midfield? Where's it gone? There's so many comments. Thank you very much, everyone. It's just bumping all the comments. Lulu, where's your comment, man? Paul has gone with obviously Emre Can, Ox and Millie. Thank you very much, mate. And obviously Lulu's comments. The midfield, Ox, Can and Millie are his obviously central midfielders. Yes, Jackie boy, Milner at right back because of the experience. Trent doesn't have that for the big games. A lot of yous very much pointing to the fact James Milner could play right back. Hopefully it's another option, isn't it, everyone? But I think for me personally, so that is an option. Let's get to your comments, everyone. Noi, hope Otamendi is playing. Salah had him on toast in both games. Needs to stick Salah next to him if he starts for City. Obviously, Noi, sorry mate, hopefully I'm getting that right, mate. Obviously, that's where their weaknesses are, their defensive frailties. Otamendi has been playing fantastic this season, but as we've seen, when Salah does come up against slow defenders, Otamendi's not very slow, but in terms of centre-backs, he's not the quickest as well. So Salah, hoping, touch wood, Salah does absolutely destroy them. He takes them. This could be his one game, his best game for Liverpool. I'm hoping he will. There's no doubt he'll be up for it. He'll be wanting to score more goals. But I think I've got a feeling Mane, or it's going to be a game for Mane or Bobby Firmino. As we've seen with Mane get his hat-trick away from home in the Champions League, it's for me, Mane's going to step up on it because all the emphasis will obviously be on our forward three, but a lot of the focus will probably obviously be on Salah. But I think all three of them may need to have a big game. But I tell you what, with those three, it's going to be fantastic, and I cannot wait for that. More worried about Gabriel Jesus in the game. He's a class player, everyone, isn't he? Sam has gone with obviously saying about his 3-4-3 formation. As it's changed our game at the weekend against Palace, allowing Robbo and struggling TA to push forward and attack them more and bring in some great crosses, which led to the winning goal. Obviously, spot on there, mate, with Robbo's. So obviously, when, as Sam just said, then with the ability to play possibly 5 at the back, it obviously still does give more cover to Trent down that wing. Because obviously, if you've got 3 centre backs, they could possibly just split. And then you've got, obviously, whoever's playing whole midfield, whether that be Emre Can or Henderson, as we've seen in the past, Liverpool and anyone that does play a 3 at the back, it's more about spreading the centre-backs as well. So it's options. How refreshing is it that all of us are discussing who to play? Gone are the years of Liverpool struggling and having a predictable lineup. We've got players now that we can play very different systems. Jurgen Klopp, over the last couple of weeks, as soon as we finished that Palace game, he was very much on it. He's definitely going to have a plan B. But as I said from the outset, everyone, we should not be scared of Manchester City. We should stick to our game and we know how to win football games. It's going to be a fantastic spectacle, everyone, and I cannot wait. But yeah, if you haven't liked the video, we very much appreciate it. If you could smash that like button, I cannot wait, obviously, on the video. And if you're new around here as well, I cannot wait. But stay tuned for tomorrow. I will be back, which obviously you've already given me your starting 11 predictors. But we'll do, hopefully, an overall starting 11 for every single one of us tomorrow. I'll be bringing that out around about 6 p.m. tomorrow, GMT. So if you want to get involved in that, you're absolute legends. I'd love to speak to you all on terms of that as well. But Owen has quickly said, isn't MMA Chan out? Hang on, is Cam fit? I don't think he is, everyone. I don't think he's fit, but obviously he didn't play against Palace. And from what I've seen, there's been nothing. Hopefully, it's nothing. Don't use my words as gospel. But I will check after the game and I'll tell you the team news tomorrow. I'll very much look into, because Klopp's had a press conference. So it's going to be a late one on MMA Chan, I think, for me. He got rest against... When he got left out of the German national team, obviously they flew him back in terms of he was only played 15 minutes in training. But I think it was more precaution. They knew Liverpool, they sent him away, and he had obviously his back issues as well. But I will bring the latest on that. Oh, hang on, what's that? What have I seen about Ragnar Klavan? FC Spectre, Ragnar Klavan score winner at the 90th minute in the Cup. I tell you what, mate, we already had that this season. I can't deal with Ragnar Klavan scoring. Imagine if he scored an away goal in the 90th minute in the second leg to put Liverpool through. The absolute scenes that would cause. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Hopefully, I have already read out tried to get everyone's comments out. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for your quality support. And every single red around the world, every single one of you that has tuned in. What a game this is going to be on Wednesday. As you can see, I'm already hyped, and it's a Monday. I'm just use all that as well. But thank you very much, you absolute legends. Great stream, Jack. Top drawer. I'm off to my fish and chips now. Mate, don't say I'm fish and chips. I'm not really starving. Enjoy your fish and chips, Paul. Sam, Owen, Neon, Tom as well. 3-1 first leg. That would be 3-1 from Tom, as just said. What a result that would be. But hopefully we can keep a clean sheet. Even if it's 0-0, that would be a fantastic result for me, in my eyes. But we need a goal. Even if it's a 1-0, we've got a comfortable lead. Because away goals are so vital in Europe. And as long as Liverpool defends, and we've got Virgil van Dijk at the back, and it'll be interesting. I cannot wait. But Man City will be running scared. The absolute legends. Thank you very much, everyone. I'd love to go for a lot longer, but I've got to go for my tea as well. But thank you, absolute legends. Love yous and leave yous, Reds. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. It will be on the dot, so I'm not lying. I promise it will be at 6. So tune in for that. But yeah, keep your notifications tab on as well for any live streams. But come on, Edmen. And Man City will be running scared on Wednesday night, and I cannot wait for that. Everyone, have a quality rest of your night, and I'll love yous and leave yous, Redmen. You'll never walk alone. Chilla.